So, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do not the last review of March, but one of the last ones before I take a little break. Because yeah, it's a special day today, because we're going to do the review of Lost Between Worlds Hour Zero by Edwin Decastro. Yeah, what is basically how we're going to build, how this video is built up. We're going to split into a few parts, and then we'll show you what's next. So part one is going to be who's the writer. I already mentioned his name, artist, letterer, colorist, whatever. And after that we'll do the short synopsis, and at part 3 we do the breakdown of the 40 pages of this indie comic in digital format, because I didn't want to fill up my Google Drive anymore. So that's the reason why I do it in digital format, and because it's easier for review purposes with OBS or any other recording software that you use. So yeah, first of all, be careful for spoilers if you didn't read the first issue yet, or the first chapter, because it's also on Global Comics. I'll get to that later. I'll post a link down in the description once we're done. So first we're going to part 1, the writer, artist and team. Creator-writer is Edwin Decastro. Designs, layouts, inks, cover work Elton Tomasi Diaz, and alternative cover work is Christian Ion. I hope I spell his name correctly. Design, layouts, inks and colors is Maklej Radwanski. I hope I spell his name right, because it's probably Polish or Eastern European. The letterer is Reed Hinckley Barnes, and the colors are done by Diego do Nascimento Lima. Sounds Portuguese, probably Brazilian, something in the trend. And the designs are Irma G. San. Could be a pseudonym or something else. And thank you letter to his father in heaven, maybe Nirvana, and to his mother who's still with him. And yeah, a little story about his life, and yeah, things like that. I'm not getting too deep into it, because yeah, it's quite personal. But I agree with one thing: the independent scene is growing and is stronger than ever. Thank you for making this book and my dream a reality. In return, I promise to make this series as entertaining as I possibly can. I hope it's going to be entertaining as well. I hope so as well. So before we go into yeah, the first page, we're going to do a short synopsis first of what Lost Between Worlds is about. And yeah, before we continue, copyright goes to the rightful owners of this indie comic / chapter. I'm not making any money from this. I'm just doing this off the job, because on the job is on the job, off the job is off the job, and this is me off the job. Late evening review. I got my tea ready, so there we go. So what the story is all about is, it goes about a woman / supernatural being known as Gwynn. It's a Grim Reaper whose job basically is to collect souls of the dead and take them to the afterlife. But that changes once she discovers a man to have that she marked that turned out to be someone with a dissociative identity disorder, and who tells her that the one she's looking for is not in charge right now. I have to scratch myself a bit. And she doesn't know whether he's using a loophole or not. And she also hears about an impending apocalypse known as Ragnarök that will set the universe in 24 hours. So she must not lose sight of this man, because this dissociative identity guy is kind of the key to everything, or that's a feeling that I got. and she needs to keep him by her side before time runs out, and that's about it. So yeah, we start the story with we're going to the breakdown. With no further ado, we go to the breakdown with Gwynn watching a Grateful Dead concert, and yeah, indicating that their time is coming to an end, but they are unaware of it. They're just jamming the night away, and she grabs her hourglass, click, 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 and yeah, the Grateful Dead thanks them for yeah. Secure for thanks their audience before the security kicks in to kick him off the stage. And yeah, well, we're having it's already starting well. We're having a throwback to the late 60s, begin 70s, something like that, during the hippie era. But Gwyneth doesn't have time to waste because she has a next assignment, and she, unfortunately, because the music was good, Grateful Dead, what a great name. I don't know much about the band except it's an kind of an experimental slash yeah, I think rock slash hippie psychedelic kind of band from the hippie era, 60, somewhere at the end of the 60s and the beginning of the 70s. I don't know if they're still around or not, but they're kind of underrated, and I need to listen more to them to have a good opinion about them, because like Frank Zappa once said, he compared those the hippie era to and the guys in that with the flowers in the head to I think he had a metaphor for it called pajama people, but it could be about someone else entirely, but I digress. We're getting off topic here. So had she known her assignment was one of them, she would have stayed to listen to music, and wow, we got a nice back view. Wasn't bad at all. And meanwhile, the members of the Grateful Dead are drunk driving. It could become the best cover band out there, and they're drinking what seems to be a bottle of scotch or something else, or whiskey or bourbon. Could be a bottle of Jack. Don't know. The other member says, I don't know about being the best cover band out there, but maybe the best Grateful Dead cover band ever. I'm just pumped about that show. That's you guys, man. But you really think you should be drinking and driving like that? You know, you've had accidents before, man. Not to mention that DUI. I don't know what it is. Last year, bro. Why? You always got to ruin my fun. We're celebrating, man. I'm terrible at doing an American accent, as you might hear. I was raised with the British accent. So yeah, there you go. Plus, those accidents happened when I was young and stupid. I didn't know how to drive like I do now. Aren't you the one who was telling us we should always be learning from our mistakes? Well, I've learned and became a better driver. And the thing, yeah, but the thing is, I love how you pick and choose when to learn from your mistakes. What about the DUI? I learned from that too. I learned to not get caught next time. It's true. Also, yeah, whatever. I'm just saying we're off to go drink and eat. Also, you could. This is why you always need to keep your eyes on the road and not drinking your life away, because the combination of driving and alcohol never ends well, because it leads to tunnel vision and the truck that gets stuck in your way. And Gwynn witnesses the vehicles crash upon each other, so it's time to get to work. And she collects the souls of the Grateful Dead or the cover band. Nice view up there. And there they go. The souls leave their bodies, and turns out that their time has been running out. So, hello boys, sadly your time has come, and that's my job to take you to what comes next. So let's go, shall we? Click, 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 click. And they're gone into the afterlife. and she tells him to come along, but they are asking, "Hey, lady, what the hell's going on? Huh? What the hell? Nice one, irony. Welcome to the afterlife, boys. Everyone has their day to die, and today ended up being yours, apparently." Tock tock tock. Sigh. Why is that no one can ever come to grips with the fact that they're of their death? Do you guys not remember crashing your car against a truck? Yeah, well, yes and no, but they're kind of starstruck, and they turn on each other. That was you know what, Ed? Your effing drinking and driving killed us. Well, killed us all. There's no point in fighting here, boys. So you might as well just accept what happened and try to rest in peace. Whatever afterlife awaits you. Whatever the reason may be, fate ordained you guys to die today, and that's exactly what happened. This can't be. We just had the best performance of our lives. Oh shit, guys. I hope that doesn't mean I'm getting kicked out of the band. Well, you're basically kicked out of your own body, so you might as well kick you out of the band as well. But I digress. Seriously, man. What? That's what you ask? So what about you, lady? Are you dead? Me? Well, not exactly alive either. In your words, you're kind versus my kind as Grim Reapers, I believe. So you're not the only Grim Reaper out there. Oh god, no. There's way too many people out there in the world. Dying daily for one person to be collecting all their souls. QC. Who's a good boy? She tells, and turns out that one of her pets arrives. And yeah, seems to be kind of what an underworld dog kind of species, wolf kind of species. That's yeah, native to this realm. So yeah, going to drink my tea first, and then we get to the next part. Welcome back, and she, of course, the boy lays him, the boy or her, lays her master, lays the master. It's a weird-looking dog. He finally speaks. I was beginning to think you only spoke in song. Well, I got to conserve my vocals when we perform, but I love dogs. It turns out the QC, I hope I spell the name of this species correctly, only likes souls of positive energy, means most likely you will be going to a happy place, at least where you're concerned. Ah. Despite being a Grim Reaper, she has a good heart on the inside. If she has one. I think it's about time we get on the boat and find out, isn't it? Jared, my friend, how are you? Working hard as usual? You flatter me, Gwynn. But there's no need for that. I'm just a ferryman of souls. And to answer your question, always. Alright, gentlemen, it's time to get on your journey. It's almost over. Kind of reminds you of the battler gods who collect the souls and battle them to Shibalba, but I'm getting to spoil the territory for my own story. Sorry for that, guys. So yeah, they're time to yeah. The ferryman takes him away. So the ferryman wants his money, but you're never gonna give it back. This kind of reminds me of the Wicker Man. I don't know why. But yeah, they're asking, where exactly are we? Well, she told us earlier that this is the afterlife, you moron. Although your friend is correct, this area is specifically called the Styx River, which leads to the Karmic Gates, where you will be judged and placed accordingly. Ah, nice. A lot is kind of world building. And what are your options? Well, you only have two, honestly, either Nirvana or Mictlan. Mictlan, and again, you don't get to pick. And which one do you belong to? Neither, because like I said, I'm not dead. We're Reapers. Live between realm known as the Barzak. Barzak. My bad. I need to learn how to read. In between what? Nirvana and Mictlan. For those of you who don't know, we're going a bit into yeah. There are every kind of tribe / civilization has their own version of hell, basically, and Nirvana is one of them. But especially the Central Mexican tribes and the people of El Salvador, and yeah, the Nahua tribes of both Central Mexico and Guatemala. That territory known the underworld known as Mictlan, which is also yeah the first part of the name of the god of the underworld of there, Mictlantecuhtli. if I spelled the name correctly, it's Nawa. It is deviated from Nahuatl. Nahuatl. And yeah, the Mayans, the ancient Maya, knew it as Chibawa or Metnal. We're driving up topic again. Well, not really. So let's get any further. The feeling's pretty gnarly. Can we get one of those where we're going? Well, no, definitely not. This is called the Banshee, and only for Reapers. This lets us know when we have to have a job and where to go to. Finally, I'll be rid of them. You know what? They're not that bad, honestly. No, they're actually escorting musicians to the afterlife is never a bad thing, unless they are a troubled soul looking for peace. You'll never know. They're good musicians at the very least and seem like decent enough people. I've definitely scored worse. You see, Gwynn, it's not that bad. It's been a real pleasure, guys. Have fun in whatever comes after, and I wish you all the best luck. So she basically says goodbye to the Grateful Dead / cover band. And and one of them wants to introduce himself to her because he finds her attractive. I do not names. Sorry, no disrespect. How do you know how many names I would have to try to remember on a daily basis? Oh yeah, that makes sense. So now that I guess I'm dead, like, is there any chance I can get your number? Like, go out sometime? You can't be serious right now. What? What? Aw. But first for me. Well, we will never speak of this again, Sharon. No, of course not, but not ma'am. How's your father? L. I haven't seen him come by here in quite some time. Well, the old man's just fine. I'll let him know. You asked about him and that he needs to stop being such a shut-in. That looks all too familiar. So she used her watch again, or time device, and just like that, on to the next job. Goodbye, Sharon. I'll see you again not too long from now, it would seem. Wish you good luck out there, and time's ticking again. Time to collect another soul. So she bounced for a moment. After collecting 344 souls. It's quite normal. And yeah, one day she had to deal with so much, and she apparently never dealt with so many. And she'll ask what happens next on this earth. And yeah, she never heard of these kind of numbers, so yeah, she hears a shriek. She asks him, and she needs to think of a way to silence that time device in one of these days. And she comes close to a guy. She faces through the window. She comes close to a guy sleeping, and she grabs her ceremonial knife and is ready to collect her soul. She misses. She thinks she's kind of tired of it. Sigh. And she tells me that she is not ready for this after a busy day. But it turns out the guy wakes up and apparently sees her. But why the hell are you, lady? That doesn't matter. I'm here to do my job and collect on something. But it would seem you have awoken somehow and caught me in the act. I try to avoid things becoming messy when this happens. So how about you and me go and have a drink? We can have a nice chat and what this I'm here to collect exactly. I wouldn't say no to this. And he tries to punch her, but he faces straight to her. Great. Any recommendation where to have a drink around here? And he tells her to change first. And they come across Sack's bar, what makes his dream, and he asks him what his name makes his name so great. Good question. Let's get inside. Be with you in a second here. Take your time, tells him. And yeah, they're looking for interviewing each other. And she introduces herself as Gwynn, or what you call in the world the Grim Reaper. The same yada yada. And yeah, she tells him that she came here to collect his soul, and Here comes the next question I always ask. Why me? Like they are so special or something. So why did you think this place had a great name? Because I'm from a place called Barzak. Interegnum. I'm terrible with names. So yeah, the name of this bar was pretty clever, even nostalgic to me in a way, though of course the owner of this place didn't know what he was doing when he named the place. Interregum. Interval. As an interval. Nice. It's Latin. And yeah, she asks him for his name, and his name is Dospe. And that's not the name I have on the file for you here. Some runes in there. It's to be Scandinavian or Germanic. About that, sorry about what will it be start? I'd love to have a Bloody Mary. Gwynn asks for Bloody Mary, good choice. And this guy asks for Death in the Afternoon. And he checks for the recipe. It's kind of appropriate indeed. And yeah, I'll admit it's a bit stereotypical for me, I suppose, but I had someone a long time ago recommend one and I fell in love with the drink. Fair enough. So if you're a Reaper and you're here to take me to the afterlife, what are we doing at the bar? We're just here to have, and she tells me that they're just here to have a drink. A fine courtesy act, and yeah, a gift to those who managed to catch her on the job. I wish that was me. Dang it. But okay, the hard day's night of collecting souls, right? That's right. So if you're a ghost or Reaper or whatever, how can people see you? Actually, they can't. Normally, the only people who can see her are those who are scheduled to die that day or whom that she allows to see. And yeah, it wasn't in Death in the Afternoon. It's kind of a cocktail. It wasn't in the book, but and he looked up on the phone in the afterlife and tells him, yeah, ask him how it's made. Enjoy the drinks. And but Dospe asks, or one of the personalities inside his body asks her, why did you bring a dagger? Why she brought a dagger with him? Oh. And yeah, she thought some about the dagger. Apparently, the dagger is thought, her father taught her, El taught her with an ancient charm that imbues the dagger with an endless supply of what known as Gal or creation of her fathers, and one drop inside the mouth will in the mouth. It's kind of like an yeah, like an injection that when you put an animal down, they will die peacefully, and the soul eat their souls, and they're collected. That's about it. Found out yeah, that I'm not the only one who inhabits this body, and yeah, turns out yes, two personalities living inside one body. So multiple personality disorder, or dissociative personality disorder, however you call it. And she never heard of it. What she's trying to say, it means you can't kill me, Verda. My other half is the one who's scheduled to die today, not me. And she finds it kind of cute. Think he's looking for a loophole, and she goes for another round. Yeah, meaning he's not actually sure, but you know what, give me a few minutes, stay here and don't move. And she goes to her father, to El, asks her one of them if he's home or not. Yes. Got a quick question. If a person is declared to die on a certain day, let's say today, but they miss a scheduled time for their death, is everything fine as long as that person's soul is recovered and brought back before the next day? Yes, Gwyn, everything should be fine. As you know, souls must pass through the karmic gate and check in before departing to where they belong. If a soul isn't at the gate when the day is over, then that's where the problem might occur. And what kind of problems might that be? And El tells her that he doesn't know and would never want to find out, but never mind that, Gwyn. I must tell you about my premonition. Father, it's been a rough day at work. Can we speak about this tomorrow? No, this concerns your work. Actually, and a matter of fact, may even lead to an apocalypse this world hasn't seen in aeons. So Ragnarök, basically Ragnarök. What do you mean, Father? Whatever you're talking about have something to do with the ridiculous amount of souls I had to collect today. And it also that only makes more sense now, Gwynn. I saw flash of so much death taking place on Earth, the screams were unbearable to hear. All the anguish, not only death but Nirvana and Mictlan. So basically the underworld of the Nahuatl, speaking tribes, the Mexica, Toltec, Teotihuacanos, whatever, they seemed empty. All I could feel and hear was the wind blowing by me. Some of the most foreboding feelings I've ever had run through my body. This does explain a lot. So what do you want me to do about this, Father? Am I going to have to go back and collect even more souls than I already have? And he tells me that it probably needs to collect thousands more, or billions. To be that human's father, I know I'm complaining about work a lot, but barely is there a human who can one-up me, let alone pose a threat. If you grow some credit over here, it's not the humans I'm worried about, Gwynn. I fear for something more from our world might be involved. And so, I made you this weapon, and he blessed her with a weapon, like a hell sight. So that is especially great to defend herself. How did you even? And she asked him, "Why have you made this? What do you mean something from our world may be involved?" Those are questions for another time, Gwynn. But right now, there's no time. You must return to Earth and see what the situation is like down there. And she grabs her side. And yeah, she tells him that it's beautiful. Same size, it's the same size as her, and the sharpness of the blade is out of this world. And she cuts herself. Well, your father does know some tricks and plenty of stories. He has never told you, but that's for another time. You need to leave now. But first you must name your weapon. Go into the battle with a weapon that has no name. It's terrible luck. So yeah. She told that she found a good name for this particular hell site. And yeah, but the clock is ticking. But she names it the only name that can make sense, and I'll raise my teacup for that because it's beautiful. She names her new site the Grateful Dead, named after the band with the same name. The old L smiles in agreement, and that's the end of hour 0. I have to check my timer to check the exact time. 11:30. Good. And here's another page where about who the writer is. So you probably wouldn't even need to hear my synopsis or what the writers are, who the artist is. This is basically a thank you page where you can reach out to them on Facebook, on the series, on Instagram, and the backers, a list of backers who support him in his endeavors, his team, or his team and himself in his endeavors. So there you go. A list of people, and that's about it. So here's the synopsis once again. Gwynn Nut is one of many reapers given the mission to collect the souls of the dead on a daily basis. One day she's tasked with collecting the soul of someone named Verda, but when approached, and claims to be Dospe and have a dissociative identity disorder. Could this man be telling the truth, or is he trying to find some loops and try to cheat death? Unbeknownst to Gwynn, more trouble seems to be heading her way when something big seems to be looming in the horizon that could affect both the world of the living and the dead. So basically, the physical realm and the realm of death. So that's about it. So we're going all the way back to the cover because it's time to do the good, bad, and the ugly, part 4. Well, the cover art looks amazing. I don't need to explain that. Also, the way the story, the way how so many things are put into it, into this hour 0. It's a thing of beauty. There's great world building going on. There's a concert going on. There's a great sense of humor. And it's really setting the stage for what happens in hour one of the 24 hours. So that she needs to prevent another Ragnarök. And also I like the way how the story flows and progresses. And some great humor moments in it, and a lesson for the not so wise. Don't drink a bottle of whiskey from the whiskey bottle once when you're driving a car, when you're on the road driving a motorcycle or something, because it never ends well. And it's also illegal in most places. And once they catch you, you're pretty much screwed. It could take away your license. And great music. Whoever made this has a great taste in music. Maybe that's where the Nirvana joke came in. I don't know. And great character design, good art, great balance between writing and art as well. And Gwynn is a fine reaper. I wish she would have a drink with me, and I would happily agree to her terms. I would just like the guy from The Walking Dead. I would have, or from the Grateful Dead, I would have asked her number as well, and maybe something else. But that's it. And downsides, any flaws or anything. Negatives. The positive is not a positive is it arrived on time. And it's part of I think our 1 to 2, 0 hour 0 to 2. So I got all the 3 digits, or to 3. So I got the digital files, because I want to I don't have enough. I live in an apartment where there's not enough storage, so I have to go for the digital file. But I must say I'm impressed, really. It's I can wait to read hour 3, and there's hardly any negative I could find about it. Like none. No, I can't think of a negative. This is a really good first hour 0 or first issue. So the final verdict is quite simple, because the video is over half an hour long. But since it's on OBS, I don't have to worry about my Google Drive getting filled, full. So I give this first or hour 0 a 9 out of 10. I think there are not many creators who could nail it on the first and set up the world in such a way like Edwin Decastro did on the first issue, but he absolutely nailed it. And his team, both art-wise, writing-wise. It flows like a river. I've seen a lot of indie creators that have the art skills, but then they could sit in the seats of the writer, and they don't. So shout out to Edwin Decastro and his team, and Gwynn is his wife material. I'll drink to that. And that's about it. It took a little longer than expected, but the next part is going to be hour 1, also in digital format, and hour 2. And I can't wait to read hour 3. So if you'd like to see me make more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, and share it with others, and on social media, wherever you see fit. And if you want to see what I create with my hardworking friend, Gerald Warrior issue 1 is currently available as a vertical scrolling webcomic on the geraldwarrior.com, Global Comics, and Gumroad. And you can also get on Gumroad. And Gerald Warrior issue 2 Ascension is now available on Global Comics, and also on Gumroad. So if you want to figure out what happened after the corrupted patron god of the Scorpios escaped from his tomb, chapter 2 is where his people are on the hunt for fresh sacrificial victims, so they could ascend to the realm of the gods. Just kidding. So if you want to figure out how he escaped, issue 1 is available. You could get it in a print-ready PDF of both issue 1 and Death of the Family and issue 2 Ascension on Global Comics for just €4 in total, and on Gumroad for like €4 in total, where you get the print-ready PDFs and the CBR files. So I'll post a link down in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. And there's also a mystery box coming that arrived today, so there might be something else coming up on Gumroad as well. But it will be a little I'll keep that for myself. See you guys in the next one. I'll drink my tea. I wish you all a good night, and I hope that if Edwin Decastro sees this, kanpai. To. Dewa mata ne. Time to go to bed.